Disney is at it again with another live-action remake of one of their classic animated films. Ever since they tasted huge success with Alice in Wonderland, they have been on a tear. They did Alice in Wonderland, Cinderella, Jungle Book, and now they're tackling Beauty and the Beast.
My father.
He's a thief.
Come into the light. I will escape, I promise.
Look, a girl.
Who said that?
Hello.
You can talk.
Hello, of course. It's all he ever does.
This time, Belle is a modern woman stuck in the old world. She loves to read. She's smart. She's feisty. She doesn't want to get married off to the first eligible bachelor that walks down the pipe. So therefore, she's considered an outcast in a small town village. Emma Watson is Belle, and she plays the role with gusto. She is actually really coming into her own. She was great in the Harry Potter films, and now this movie kind of she steps out of her comfort zone a little bit here, but she's really good in this. Her singing voice is great, but the problem is her singing voice doesn't match her body for some reason. So whenever she sings, I feel like I'm watching someone totally different should be singing that song. Even though she does a great job of it, it just doesn't match to my eyes. It just looks a little bit weird.
Same old bread and roast to sell. Every morning just the same. Since the morning that we came to this poor provincial town.
Good morning, Belle.
Good morning, Monsieur Jean. Have you lost something again?
Well, I believe I have. The problem is I can't remember what. Oh, well, I'm sure it'll come to me.
But she does a great job. She hits all the right notes. Her relationship with the Beast is actually really good. I don't think I need to really tell you too much about this story other than who's playing each part. So let's get to it. Ewan McGregor is playing Lemire, and everyone knows how much I love me some Ewan McGregor, and don't think he gets the credit that he deserves as being one of the great actors of our time. So he does an amazing job as Lemire. We have Luke. I'm looking at my iPad for a second, but we have Luke Evans playing the role of Gaston, and he does an amazing job of Gaston, and Gaston is appropriately douchey here, and he's really funny. He basically steals the entire movie, because the entire movie is really more about him than it is about the Beast. And he has all the great moments, the great scenes, the great lines, and then all the comedy bits. And Luke Evans just knocks it out of the park. And who is Luke Evans? I don't know. He's actually, when you look at his IMDb credits, he's actually been in a lot of big movies like The Hobbit, but he's normally wearing makeup or he's playing big parts in huge movies. So he's kind of he's kind of just flying under the radar a little bit, but this is the movie that's really going to rocket him to fame and fortune and stardom. So he's really good in this. And we also have, let me look at my iPad real quick, Dan Stevens playing the role of the Beast. The Beast is kind of weird. He kind of looks a little bit CGI, but I think it's more makeup than CGI. It's kind of a weird blend, I think. Does a great job with the role. Not a Beauty and the Beast aficionado where I could be like, oh my God, they changed this, they changed that. I really can't tell you. All I can tell you is that it's pretty much exactly what you expect a live action version of Beauty and the Beast to be. Although I will say, knowing Disney's penchant for motherless children, I kept rooting against Belle and the prince getting together, because you know what's going to happen if she gets together with the prince and the prince and she has babies, she is doomed. Because in the Disney universe, Disney heroes or Disney kids are not allowed to have mothers. That's just a thing. I'm sorry, it just is. So maybe we should be rooting for these couples not to get together unless you're a woman hater. I'm just kidding with that last line, people, but maybe I'm not. Because can you name me one character in the Disney universe that actually has both parents alive? No, it's always the mother that dies. Even in Beauty and the Beast, it's Belle's father that's alive that she's trying to save. So yeah, director Bill Condon does an amazing job with this production. I mean, many people know him from the Twilight films, and it's really not much. You can't blame him for how bad those movies were. He did the best he could with crap. So you can't blame him for that, but you can give him credit for 3:10 to Yuma, which is one of my all-time favorite movies. That is just a beautiful looking movie, well acted, great. And he also did Walk the Line, so that's like that's two great films in his long, illustrious career. And now he can add Beauty and the Beast to it. All the musical numbers are brilliantly done and realized, and when they finally get to the two big songs from the movie, Be Our Guest, Be Our Guest, Be Our ba-ba-da-ba-ba. I don't know the rest of that song. You can't help but smile and want to dance and want to stand up and clap like you're in a musical, like you're actually at a Broadway musical when that number is over. You just can't help but put a smile on your face. Or I actually kind of wanted to stand up and applaud at the end when they did Beauty and the Beast, the classic song, because that was so perfect. It actually sounded like Paige O'Hare, and because I interviewed Paige O'Hare, who played the original Belle, a few months ago, and I was like, oh my God, this is so awesome. So yeah, this is a movie that's full of high points, and I think I'm loath to say this, but it is a great movie for the entire family. I know that's a cliche, but sometimes cliches are apt, and this is a case where it's an apt cliche. They don't really modernize much other than making Belle smart and a bookworm and an outcast in a village, and giving her just a little bit of backstory, more backstory than she did in the Broadway production. Again, I can't really talk too much about what happened in the animated movie, but I need to pop that 3D Blu-ray in. Maybe I'll watch that tonight. But yeah, Beauty and the Beast is amazing. Check it out. It hits the theaters on March 17th. So that's in 2 weeks. So check it out. I would definitely give Beauty and the Beast an A.
My dear Belle, you're so ahead of your time. This is a small village.
You are the most gorgeous thing I've ever seen. Nobody deserves you.
And it's small-minded as well. But small also means safe.
I've come for my father.
He's a thief.
Come into the light. I will escape, I promise.
Look, a girl.
Who said that?
Hello.
You can talk.
Well, of course. It's all he ever does.
How lovely to make your acquaintance.
Want to see me do a trick? What happens when the last petal falls?
The Master remains a beast forever.
And we become antiques. What did you do to it?
Nothing.
Get out of here! Go!
You have to help me. You have to stand.
If she is the one who'll break the spell, you must finally learn to love.
Have you really read every one of these books?
Some of them are in Greek.
True as it can be.
Early evening comes, there's somebody else, unexpectedly. Certain as a sun.
Rising in the